Hey everyone, Ken Sullender here, founder of Law Firm Marketing Services. Today I want to show you quickly what you need to know about how to rank in the Google Maps. Why do you care about ranking in the Google Maps? Basically, anybody that's got a mobile phone is doing searches, and when they do that search, the result's going to come back and you're going to see a snippet of the map and you're going to see the top 3 results. Those top 3 results that are appearing are the ones that are capturing 80% of all the calls that are coming through for those services. So it's critical that you can get your law firm ranked in the map pack, as it's referred to. How do you do this? Honestly, it's not as simple as all the gurus want to make it out to be. However, you can, if you want to do a DIY, you can do some of these tips and it can help push your law firm up higher, maybe into the top 3 of the map packs. First thing that Google's looking for is relevancy. So basically, how do you accomplish relevancy? Well, you need to make sure you have a Google My Business listing set up. It's easy to do, it's free. You set up your Google My Business listing, and then inside of that, the first thing you have to do is pick a primary category. Why is this important? Because if someone is looking for a DUI lawyer, then they obviously are not looking for a divorce lawyer. When Google does the search and the algorithm and they're giving users the responses to what they're searching for, Google needs to know, are you relevant to the search that the user just made? So you have to make sure that you have the correct category set up. If you want to know, how do I decide which category to pick? The best thing to do is to pick up your phone, do a Google search for what your user, your ideal customer, your ideal client is going to be looking. Maybe it's DUI lawyer in LA, maybe it's divorce lawyer in Atlanta. Do that search on your cell phone, see who's coming up in a 3-pack. When you do, you can click on that and you can see what their primary category is. That's the first place to start in choosing your primary category. In addition to that, Google allows you to select secondary categories as well. So you can go in and you can set up these second and third and so on categories. However, make sure it is only pertinent to the niche that you service. So if your specialty is DUI, you don't want to be doing things outside of that. However, if you're a divorce lawyer, you can do divorce lawyer, family lawyer, and there's also a category for lawyer, paralegal services. There's other categories that you can add to this. The other thing Google's looking for is the search intent. Google wants to make sure it's delivering a great result for the user, because if you pick up your phone and you're going to search for a will and trust attorney and you're not getting anything relevant to that search, obviously that's not a good experience for the user. So Google's number one concern is to always make sure that they are satisfying search intent. What's the question that the user has asked? And they're going to look for other signals that can help answer these things. And when you go through and you optimize that GMV listing, you're going to be able to further let Google know what you do, what niche you serve, and that's going to allow you to be more relevant to the user search. The second thing to look at is distance. Google and Google Maps is looking at distance, proximity to where that user is located. They kind of look at it as if you're ordering a pizza. So if I'm at home and I want to order pizza, I'm not going to call a restaurant that's maybe 30, 40, 50 miles away from where I'm sitting. So Google is looking at where you are and the distance and where the user is located, and they're going to deliver what they deem to be relevant located searches for that user. How can you accomplish this? I've got a whole nother workshop that talks about if you are trying to reach beyond your radius, because Google's again only going to go a certain radius from where you are and deliver those results to the user in the maps. The thing that you need to be creating signals for is geo-relevancy. There's different ways that you can do this. There's different hacks for this. One of the things that people will do is pick up the cell phone. If you're an attorney, anybody that works for the law firm, pick up the cell phone, friends, family. I'm at your law firm location. I can actually take some pictures of selfies of the building, and I can upload these images into the Google My Business listing. Even if I am a friend, a family, a client, an employee, I can actually go onto the Google My Business listing and I can still upload images of the business establishment. And when you do that in your cell phone, it's picking up data and it's got information inside that image that you've just taken, and it's communicating to Google where that picture was taken. So that's one of the things you can do. It's called like a selfie hack. The other thing that you can do, driving directions. Every day you go to the office, I know you know how to get to your office because you go there every day, right? But a hack that you can do actually is use the Google Maps and put in driving directions from wherever you are. It doesn't even have to be from your home. It could be during the day, you went out to lunch, whatever it is. You put in driving directions And this is creating signals to Google in terms of where you're located. It's creating geo-relevancy in the Google algorithm for your location. So your employees can do this, friends, family, clients, whatever it is. Anybody that's in Google Maps and they're doing driving directions, that's another little hack that you can also do. Another way to create distance signals for geo-relevancy is to create local links. Local links would be something like the Chamber of Commerce, your Better Business Bureau, maybe a local bar association. These would be links from these websites locally to your law firm website. They can also link directly to Google My Business listings as well that you have. These do have to be local establishments, local businesses ranking here to create a local relevancy. The other thing that you can do is contact local youth sports. This is something that we've done before. Maybe there's local baseball, soccer, football, whatever it is, local athletic teams. You can contact them and you can see if they'll post a link from their website to your website as a resource. Sometimes you can even offer to make a donation of $75 or $100, $150, whatever it is. Those are definitely worth it to create these local links which create geo-relevant signals about distance for the user. The third bucket we're looking at over here is prominence. So now Google's deciding who they're going to list in the top 3 results. Again, there's more than 3 results, but you have to click on it. It has to expand. And the people that are capturing 80% of the leads are going to be coming from those top 3 results. You want to appear there. Again, Google's looking at relevant. How relevant to the search are you? If you're a divorce lawyer and the user's searching for DUI lawyer, obviously that's not relevant. So they're going to look at how relevant you are. The second thing they're going to look at is how close are you to that user in their search. So if you're looking for a divorce lawyer in Miami, they're not going to deliver divorce lawyers in Jacksonville to you. So the third thing is prominence. So now that Google has looked at the first 2 categories of distance and relevancy, they're now going to look at how prominent you are compared to all your competition in the area. So what can you do to create more prominent links on the internet? Because that's what you want to accomplish. Prominence on the internet compared to your competition. So one of the first ways that most law firms will do this is through something called citations. Now this is not like a citation that you get from a police officer because you're speeding. Citations are basically references to your law firm on the internet. And one of the most common ways that you might see this is through, say, Yelp, YP.com, Better Business Bureau. Even if you go to websites like Avvo and FindLaw and Justia, these are ways that when you create these business listings, Google searches the internet, Google picks up these business listings, and this now starts to create prominence for your law firm. And Google is looking at how prominent you are versus your competition. The other ways that you build prominence is through the age of the Google My Business listing. How long has that business listing been on there? Now, it's not how long you've been in business. You may have been in business 30 years, but the Google My Business listing may have been created 30 minutes ago. So the age of the Google My Business listing is a factor. It's not a deal breaker, so you can still outrank your competition even if you're a new law firm. There's ways to do that. But I'm just telling you that one of the factors in determining prominence too is going to be the age of your Google My Business listing. Now, the one thing that you can do, and this can be an easy differentiator because this is in your control, is reviews. Getting reviews from your clients is one of the key ways to build prominence. There's a lot that goes into, I've got a whole guide on reviews, why they're important, and how to maximize your opportunity. But with the reviews, when someone does them, they can basically go in their comments and they're able to put keywords such as divorce lawyer, DUI lawyer. They will put in Atlanta, Miami, keywords like that that are going to get picked up in the prominence of this. This review factor is also big because it's a huge conversion factor. A review isn't necessarily going to determine if someone's going to hire you. You have to think of it that a review is going to determine if someone even picks up the phone and calls you. So if you're doing a search on the internet for something and you're looking at reviews and you see business A with 300 reviews and you see business B with 30 reviews and business C with 3 reviews, you're more likely to call the one with 300 reviews. So when you're looking at your local market, looking at your niche, your specialty, look at how many reviews your competition has. And those have to start to be benchmarks for your goals, just from a conversion standpoint when people do see your ad in the map pack. So reviews can help create signals to build up your prominence But outside of that, the reviews are going to help you to get someone to take action for your law firm versus your competition. So you need to have more reviews, you need to have, obviously you want good reviews. And I've got a whole segment on what to do if you get a negative review, how you can generate reviews ethically and along Google's terms of service. You really want to be careful if you ever get into this buying of reviews, which some people do, but that's a whole nother segment. So I hope this helps you to understand some of the signals that Google's looking for to get your law firm ranked in the Map Pack. If you want more information on this, even from a DIY standpoint, I'm more than happy to take a look at where you're at right now, look at the market that you're in, look at the competition you have, and then we can put together a strategy for you. Even if you want to do a DIY, it can help you with that. But if you just don't even want to mess with all these different signals and everything else that goes into it, we could help put together a plan for you where our team can do it and it's turnkey for you. Just give us a call. You can click on the button, schedule a consultation with me, and I'll walk you through everything.